Hi guys, I have my shiny disco sweater on for an inaugural unboxing for a new subscription that I've just gotten. So as I've mentioned in previous videos, what I typically do when I'm trying a new subscription is I do it in a 3-month block, and that gives me an opportunity to really kind of audition a subscription box and see whether or not I like it. Today is the first arrival of a new subscription box for me. This is technically for the August month, but it came right at the end. Even though I'm videoing this in September, it is for the August box. Typically in the world of subscription boxes, there's a lot of different themes, but probably the dominant one is the beauty category. Makeup, skincare, hair care, that seems to be the big one that a lot of companies are trying to get in on. And it's a great way for people to try different types of brands and products that they might not ordinarily have access to or want to spend a lot of money on until they figure out whether or not they actually like it. So I've tried a couple of other beauty subscriptions before. I've tried Ipsy and I've tried Birchbox Aug, and I've enjoyed both of them for different reasons. I am an intermittent makeup user. I usually have mascara and a lipstick on a regular basis. I'm not wearing anything right now because I have a box to try and I don't know what's in there, but I typically do wear mascara and lipstick at least daily, but other than that I'm pretty sporadic with it. So even though I liked both Ipsy and Birchbox Aug, after a while I just had so much that I was donating and giving a lot of it away, so it just wasn't economically reasonable for me to keep going with that. However, if you go through a lot of makeup, if you like to use a lot of makeup, if you have teenagers in the house that are always borrowing or stealing yours, or maybe you work in a profession where having that sort of thing available and handy is helpful. Maybe you're a wedding planner, maybe you do photography, or you have a salon or a spa. A beauty subscription could be a really good way to sample different kinds of products and provide different types of options to your clients. So something to maybe consider. I have a link below if you want to check it out. It is a Birchbox. One thing in advance that's really kind of nice to know about at least the different beauty subscription boxes that I've tried before, they all have a questionnaire of sorts, a profile for you to fill out, so that when they are curating your box, they do try to pull in samples that are relevant to your likes, your skin type, your your hair color, your eye color, what it is that you're particularly interested in. So they do try to target samples to you specifically. And because of that, you'll find that even if you watch different YouTube videos for the same unboxing period, you'll find that there are different products in with different subscriptions. So that's kind of fun. So one of the things that I already found surprising was the size of the box alone. I don't know if that's going to be representative of what's inside, but by comparison to the other two beauty subscription boxes that I've had in the past, this box is significantly larger. The other two boxes that I've had in the past could easily fit into my regular mail slot, and this actually had to go into our package slot. So that was interesting just right off the bat. Inside I seem to have a lot of packaging, and I can hear things rattling around in there. So here is the actual box. So there was a lot of extra packaging in this particular box that I feel like was probably unnecessary, but anyway, so this is the actual box. So the first thing that I actually pulled out of the large box was this little extra that I had. When I signed up for Birchbox at the time, there was like a promotional offer where if I put in a code, I would get an extra thing. And this is the Well People Expressionist Mascara. This is not something that I'm familiar with. I don't have any familiarity with this particular brand. The tube itself feels a little industrial, which is interesting. So I don't know if this is a prototype or if this is standard with how it comes. But again, mascara is kind of one of my go-to things that I will wear on a regular basis. So it's always good to have extras, because then I remember that I needed to discard them after a certain amount of time to be healthy. So having extras is always a good thing. So here is the box that came inside the larger box, which is apparently actually just a covering for yet another box inside, which I'm assuming has the products in them. Otherwise, this is going to be like one of those Russian dolls where I just keep opening boxes. So I have to say I like a lot of Birchbox so far, but what I'm not digging is the extra packaging. I'm kind of feeling like that's not cool. So Birchbox, take notice. Let's work on this packaging thing a little, okay? So inside we have a card. All right, so this card is basically giving me kind of a summary of what's in here, and it's indicating that, you know, end of summer is when you need to pay attention to your hair. So apparently they got the memo that my hair needs some help. So there's 2 hair products in here apparently, plus some other stuff. All right, so first up we have from Mana Kadar Cosmetic, the Daydream Palette. This rich pearlized shadow comes as part of a universally flattering palette. Intended to be an eyeshadow, but it's a color that can also be used as kind of a highlighter or looks like almost even a bronzer based off of the shade, depending on how you use it. Apparently a full size of this is $25, so this is obviously a sample, and it is a color that I would use. Even though I don't use shadow all that often, this is a color that I would use. I have green eyes, so I wear a lot of earth tone colors, and so this is something that I will use, so that's a yay. So here is one of the hair care products that I got. Kind of hard to see it because of the shiny on the bottle. This is the Après Beach Wave and Shine Spray by Oribe. I think I'm saying that correctly. It's a color-safe spritz that delivers beachy texturized waves, plus it hydrates dry hair, boosts shine, and provides natural UV protection. So as you can kind of see, I already have waves in my hair. I don't know that I necessarily need a product to create waves. I do like that it hydrates dry hair, because until I have an opportunity to get my hair chopped, I'm definitely having some dryness here on the ends, so that'll be nice. And I do like the UV protection, so I will at least give this one a try, but it's definitely not something that I would go out and buy. Apparently full size. The price on this ranges from $22 to $39. I don't know why there's a price difference. We'll give it a shot. Beauty Protector. Protect and Detangle. This best-selling elixir locks in color, protects from heat damage, and adds silkiness while making hair smell amazing. So for someone who blow dries a lot, curls a lot, fusses with their hair with tools a lot, this is probably really good. I do none of that, so I will not be using this. This I will either pass into my donation pile or find a friend who will use it. So that's going into the no pile. So next we have the Air Repair Complexion Boosting Moisturizer. Full size of this is $21. I obviously didn't get a full size. It's very small. Moisturizer is definitely something I do need on a regular basis, and I'm always looking for a new and better one. So this I will definitely use, and I like the sample size of it, which means that it's something that I can bring with me and store at work or something like that on days when they crank up the heat or the AC and things are just drying out all over. And lastly, we have a lip gloss by Laura Geller, Color Luster lip gloss in cookie dough. I don't think I've ever made a cookie dough in that color before, but okay, we'll take it. Antioxidant rich Italian tomato extract and hydrating candy oil to protect your lips. So I have a tomato allergy, but at least it's only if I actually eat tomatoes. I don't think I'll have a problem with just putting tomato extract on my lips, I hope. We'll find out. But this is a color that I would try, so what? For shiggles, let's see. What do you think? Yeah, it's alright. I can deal with that. It went on pretty smooth. I'm not feeling like my lips are drying out, and I'm not feeling like they're gumming together, which can sometimes happen with these types of lip glosses. So This is a good size. I like the color and it will fit well in my purse, so this is going to be a keeper. So that having been said, here is my thought on the Birchbox for August. Hate the packaging. That's a big turnoff for me. So honestly, that would be enough for me to consider moving on. And I know that that's, for some people that would seem silly, but for me that's enough of an annoyance that I would actually consider not continuing my subscription with Birchbox. I do have a couple more months to go, so we'll kind of see if any of that opinion changes. But just on the start of it, that's kind of a turnoff for me, is the packaging issue. Of the products themselves, though, pretty successful. I'm going to go ahead and count that mascara sample, even though that was a bonus item, as consideration. So of the 6 items that I looked at, only one was a definite not. One's a maybe, but the others I'm all willing to give a try to. So I think those odds are pretty good, and they did a pretty good job finding things that suited my personality and my profile. If you're interested, there's a link below. Otherwise, I will see you next month and show you what I have in next month's, and maybe that'll help you decide whether or not Birchbox is a subscription box for you. Have a great September. Enjoy your transition from summer into fall, and we will see you in the early part of October to take a look at what the box in September brought.